Good evening, folks, and a very, very warm welcome to you wherever you may be. Thank you for tuning in to this very special episode of DINAMO-TV. My name's Taunchi Pulsas. I'm your host for tonight's episode. And no, it's not Wednesday night. It is indeed Tuesday night. But it's a very, very special week. Obviously, the last week has been for our fantastic club as we celebrate 50 years and, must I say, in absolute style. And that's the purpose of tonight's show. Tonight's show is going to be a very special one, only going for about half an hour, but a very, very important one, because tonight we will dedicate tonight's show and the contents of tonight's show to all of those members, those dear members who have departed and are no longer with us, and also the 6 very, very special members who have been bestowed life membership at last Saturday night's gala ball. Were you among one of those 750 people at the Sunshine Croatian Catholic Centre last Saturday night? If you were, you would have seen some of this. And depending on where you were, you probably might not have got a good close-up because it was so big. But tonight we are going to be providing all of that and a whole lot more for you folks. So, do strap yourself in. It is going to be an important show, big show, like I said, a massive one. And it has been a very, very emotional week. We've had ridden some of the highest of highs, but there's also been some lows as well. And for those that aren't aware, just 2 days prior to the last Saturday's gala, our president Ilija Dragicevic lost his father, who passed away sadly. But he was absolutely courageous in turning up to on Saturday night, and that's what his dad would have wanted. And as a result, tomorrow is the funeral at the Croatian Catholic Centre in Sunshine at 10 a.m. And as a result of the wake later tomorrow night, we've decided to move this week's episode of DINAMO-TV to Thursday night. So we will be back again with our regular episode this Thursday at 8 p.m. But in the meantime, tonight, it's all about those dearly departed legends of our club and also our 6 life members as well. We're going to take a very short break. When we return, we're going to have you'll be able to watch the very special tribute to our dearly departed members. And then after that will be the pretty much the entire special ceremony of bestowing the life membership on our 6 legends, 4 of whom are still with us and were present on Saturday night. Enjoy, folks. It goes for about 25 minutes.
The I&D Group is regarded as one of the largest deliverers of concrete structure solutions in Victoria. Formed in 1994 by Ivan and Kathy Filipovic, their passion and commitment to getting the job done safely and economically has underpinned their success in the industry. I&D partners with large-scale building and construction companies in both the private and public sectors on projects large and small. With our corporate headquarters based in South Melbourne and storage yard based in the southeast suburbs, we have at our disposal thousands of square metres of quality materials, along with state-of-the-art lifting and crane equipment, enabling us to deliver the largest projects. We are committed to delivering high-quality projects by partnering with our clients and collaborating with project suppliers to ensure each job is delivered to exceed expectations. From humble beginnings, I&D now employs more than 1,200 dedicated professional and support staff, involved in a number of landmark projects right across Victoria. The I&D Group is a massive supporter of the Croatian community, backed soccer clubs in Victoria, and is proud to be the major sponsor of the St Albans Dinamo Football Club in 2024.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we consider this a really important award at the club, and tonight is only the start of recognising people that have helped this club immensely over the 50 years. As a club this year, we decided to recognise these people in a more formal manner, and we really believe this will increase over the years to come. We don't have an exact time frame on how we're going to do this, but right now we think it's appropriate to do this tonight on such a milestone night. So we are proud to officially welcome Miro Hedges as a life member of St Albans Dynamo.
And as you wait for Miro Hedges to come up, I'll say a few words. Miro is a true cornerstone of our club's history. A founding member who is instrumental in manager and was a generous sponsor during the club's early years. His contributions went far beyond the pitch. Miro designed the hall and played a huge part in its construction, including securing grants and overseeing the iconic front double-storey extension. All of his work done out of goodwill and his love for Dynamo and our community.
It wasn't an easy decision to put your name or your business name up to get Dynamo into the Industrial League as it was back then, because it needed to be backed by a business. Did you get the call and you said no worries, or did you have to think about it and say, oh, what kind of characters are knocking on the door, and should I or shouldn't I?
When these young, talented people come and ask me to sponsor them to start the club, and then elected me first president, I accepted gladly. Gladly, I was privileged and lucky to to get to know them, and we formed this life relationship, friendships, and it is invaluable.
And did you think back in 1975, and now we're in 2025, from those very humble beginnings to be where we are today, almost 800 people at a Croatian-built church and sala? The club is thriving, hundreds of juniors, women's program, grants from governments, and all of these other things that have taken place at Dynamo. It is a renaissance of not only our community, but particularly Dynamo as a leader of that renaissance. Did you ever think it would be where it is today?
Well, I think we had big ideas. As I said, they were great, talented young people, and they were hardworking. They were prepared to do anything for the club. I was hoping that we're going to become a greater and bigger club. That's why we joined with St Albans at the time, and here we are. Look at us now.
And here we are.
Miro Hedges, everybody.
Congratulations, Miro. Thank you.
We are delighted to induct Jozo Jovic as a life member.
So we saw yours on the video earlier. Devotion to our club went far beyond the field. He once put his own house title up as a security for Dynamo, a selfless act that exemplifies his loyalty and passion. To this day, Jozo remains a tireless supporter of Dynamo, embodying the true spirit and passionate club man. We thank and honour Jozo Jovic for his lifelong dedication, and we are delighted to welcome him as a St Albans Dynamo life member.
Congratulations. I saw you on the video and everybody said they had a little laugh when you said it. Let's hope they don't get relegated.
I think we're pretty safe now, but you never know. Because Dynamo.
You also knows that one too. You also, when I was reading your beautiful, the story that we just read about your history with the club, one thing that really captivated me was that you put your own house title up against this club. Such was your love and your faith that this thing would turn out, and it did. If I tell an Australian man that, what would they say to you? Did you ever tell that story in a pub sometime?
Yeah, my missus reckons I was very crazy. And she still thinks I'm a crazy. Yeah, it was actually three of us. We had a 90,000 overdraft with Westpac. It was Mario Jutrisha, myself, and Pedro Gusak. And it was a big, we could have lost our houses, but we did it because we love the club.
What more can I say? Congratulations, you deserve this. Your dedication, your passion, it really paid off. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Person to be inducted. This one has a couple of funny stories to go with it. The honour, Mario Jutrisha, as a life member of this club.
87. Taking on many important roles including Secretary, Football Victoria Liaison and Junior Coach. He was instrumental in the success of our club's Croatian soccer tournaments in 1990 and 2000, events that brought pride and recognition to Dinamo. Mario's devotion to our club was unmatched. He also put his own house title.
Mr. Jutrisha, now I've got to know you pretty well, probably better than some of the other inductees, because you've got grandchildren, I've got children at Dinamo now, so I've really got to meet you and your family. I can see, I know what it means to my family, but you've got many kids there, many grandkids, putting your house up on the line, working there tirelessly, and still there to this day. In a few sentences, it may not even fit, what does St Albans Dinamo mean to you, now 50 years later?
Well, it's my backyard where my kids were. My grandkids. And me. That's what it means.
So it is a very emotional line, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you very much for your patience. And like I said, you've got a lot of kids here. You've got Danny, you've got Justin, you've got Natalie, and you've got Marty. But the thing is, I see you on a Sunday morning. Usually I'm there only maybe for one game at Dinamo, or might have a couple of games or whatever. You've gone to one game at Brimbank, you've come back from George Cross, you still make it back to see the youngest playing in the under-9s at Dinamo. It's your whole life is consumed by it. But how does it feel now to not only see your kids grow up at Dinamo, but now your grandkids? How does that feel on a Sunday morning, waking up? What does that mean to you?
It means I can't watch many other games apart from my grandkids and Dinamo at home. I just don't have the energy. So yeah, we just watch too much soccer.
Mario Jutrisha, absolute gentleman. And
Our next Our next life inductee goes to our late Ivan Pinteric. We asked his son to come up and accept the award on behalf of the family.
Committee member for over 12 years, serving with distinction as secretary and senior team manager, and he remained a loyal club member and long-time supporter throughout his life. A true clubman, Ivan passionately supported every one of our teams, from the juniors right through to the senior men's team, which he affectionately called his Disco Ducks. We still display the Disco Duck sign up on pitch 1 today. He will be fondly remembered for championing the promotion of our juniors into the senior team, always striving to see our young players grow and succeed in Dinamo colours. Ivan loved his beloved Dinamo deeply, and he was always happy to share stories of the...
Because I didn't grow up in this club, and everyone was like, oh, he was such a great guy, what a character. Tell us in a few words, what words could describe your father's love and connection to this club?
Basically, his heart and soul was always devoted to Dinamo, the red, white and blue, like he said from the stands, red, white and blue, I love you, and come on my Disco Ducks and forever Dinamo.
Where did Disco Ducks come from?
Oh, just another one of his little quirks, I don't know.
He would have loved to be here, and I'm sure he's still with us here in spirit, I know for sure. And congratulations to your father, and for holding the legacy and for coming up to take this award on behalf of a great man and a wonderful person who has now been remembered forever in the history of Dinamo FC. Thank you so much.
We'd like to invite the next life member, a wonderful person who has been at a club for a very long time. Pero Gusak, please come up.
And even paying money out of his own pocket to help reduce the club's debt, ensuring Dinamo's stability through challenging times. Pero was also instrumental in the success of the 2000 Croatian soccer tournament, a highlight in our club's history. But beyond his leadership, Pero gave countless hours as a long-term kitchen volunteer, always ready to lend a hand and support the club in any way he could. A true example of loyalty and passion, Pero continues to be a long-time loyal supporter of our wonderful club. We thank and honour Pero Gulsak for his extraordinary dedication and are delighted to welcome him as a St. Albans Dinamo life element. Sad ću malo hrvatski, ili može? Moje čača meni reka da sam ja jako nadaren, da ja znam puno jezika, više nego on. Kaže, kako to? On kaže, sine, ti znaš i hrvatski, i engleski, i magareći, i teleći, i konjski. Ali dobro, Mr. Gusak, kao nekoliko ljudi prije vas, vi ste isto stavili svoju kuću, ajmo reći na bubanj, kako bi mogao Dinamo opstati. Ili je to bilo teško odlučiti onda, ili je bilo nešto, znaš što, moram to napraviti da ova zajednica živi i dalje i sa dogovorno s onima kući. Kako ste to mogli odlučiti onda, da stavite kuću kao garanciju?
Ali nama nije baš bilo lako u ono vrijeme, nije bilo nikakvog drugog izbora, nego to smo morali napraviti. A obzirom da sam vjerovao u ljude koji su radili sa mnom, ja sam vjerovao da ćemo se izvući iz problema kojeg smo imali i zato smo napravili to.
I jeste vi isto, kao što sam pitao gospodina jutrišnju ranije, jel ste ikad mogli zamisliti da će jednog dana ovako biti u jednoj sali 800 ljudi, nekoliko stotina juniora, 8-9 ženskih ekipa, muški, Dinamo Zagreb ima kamp ovaj tjedan. Jeste ikad mogli zamisliti iz onih dana kad ste to sve započeli do današnjeg dana da je stiglo do ovoga gdje se sad nalazimo?
Pa meni je izuzetno drago da je ovako, da smo stigli do tog nivoa koje jesmo, a u ono vrijeme je bilo sasvim drugačije stvari i nije se moglo, mi smo radili što smo mogli najbolje i koliko smo znali. Ja sam svaka čast vama mladima, vi imate stanje, imate volju i samo nastavite dalje, ja sam više nek zadovoljan.
Hvala and welcome life membership Mr. Pero.
Like I said to you, we will carry this on into the future and we will bring more valued people into this category of life membership. However, tonight, we wish to welcome our late friend, our late cook, our late comedian, Ivan Chancho, to life membership. We ask Chich to come up.
July 2022 as a life member of St. Albans Dinamo. Ivan was a lifelong member and a tireless volunteer, truly the heart and soul of our club for many decades. He was a fixture in the kitchen where his famous spits for game days and functions that brought people together and made everyone feel at home. Beyond the kitchen, Ivan took great pride in helping with maintenance around the club, always stepping up to keep Dinamo in top shape. Ivan was a long-time supporter and a dedicated club member. His love for Dinamo was unmatched. Dinamo was literally Ivan's home away from home. On a lighter note, many will fondly remember him for chasing the kids to stop them from kicking soccer balls indoors or reminding them to take off their boots, moments that brought smiles to everyone who knew him apart from the kids. We thank you and we honour you, Ivan Chanchan, for your lifelong dedication, and we are proud to welcome you as St Albans Dinamo Life member, even though you may be resting in heaven. May you rest in eternal peace, dragi Ivan, and congratulations on becoming. What was it about this club that made it his second home?
Well, on je bio čovjek za društvo, volio je popit. Volio je zapjevat jange i volio je kockat u kuhinju, upstairs, downstairs, u Kijelbi, Gringali, i kod je stigo.
Šta je rekla mama?
Onih dana ona nije mogla njega dobiti. Nije bio mobitel. Ona zove onaj 9367 6021, nema Čančara ovdje.
Nema Čančara, iako je bio, oni bi rekli da ga nema.
Iako je tamo, veli, ne, ja nisam tu.
Znači, a ja se sjećaš i ti te male, ja ti on rekao da moraš skiniti cipele prije nego što ulaziš, jel rekao si on svom sinu tako?
On je bio na to oštro, nema soka buc unutra, vani! I on je volio onaj kung fu čančar.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for sharing some wonderful memories of your late father. Congratulations. Starting with the man who started it all. Congratulations to our life inductees. Ladies and gentlemen, one big round of applause as they officially cut the Dinamo-FC 50th anniversary gala cake in celebration of this momentous occasion. Congratulations to all of you.
Westar Prestige is a proud family-owned second-generation business servicing Victorian motorists for more than 50 years. We are a specialist prestige collision repair facility situated in the western suburbs of Melbourne. However, we service all regions of Victoria, with many of our clients travelling not only from around Melbourne, but all of Victoria to use our services. We are also able to provide a digital platform for quoting clients' vehicles customers who are unable to personally attend our premises. We are an authorised manufacturer approved repair facility for Mercedes-Benz, Tesla, Peugeot and Suzuki, and are proud of our ongoing affiliation with these brands. We also work closely with several of Australia's largest insurance brands who entrust us to be a part of their preferred repairer network. Our client support staff are always happy to assist clients from the initial process of lodging claims through to the final stages of collection of the vehicle on completion of repairs and post-repair. So remember, for all your prestige collision repair needs, consider Westar Prestige, an award-winning, long-standing, Australian-owned business.
And there you have it, folks. What a wonderful, wonderful tribute to some incredible, incredible individuals that have helped shape this wonderful club over the last 50 years. That pretty much brings us to the end of tonight's episode of DINAMO-TV, tonight's very special episode of DINAMO-TV. Just a reminder, we will be back this Thursday night, not tomorrow night, this Thursday night with our regular weekly episode. And here's just a taste of what's to come in our special 50th anniversary gala edition of the DINAMO-TV podcast this Thursday night. We've got Ante Smolic now, host of Pontoon TV, and he's the MC extraordinaire. Now, mate, like myself, we've kind of become part of the Dynamo family only recently, but I want to ask you the question, what does St Albans Dynamo mean to you?
Well, to be honest, first and foremost, it's an honour to be asked to MC this evening's event, 50 years of Dynamo. My family's only been there for about 4.5 years of those 50. But what Dynamo has done for us as a family, has embraced us. I've had 4 kids playing there. We absolutely were there 4 or 5 times a week. Dynamo, in real terms, has basically saved our family for the community in terms of we were almost gone, lost to the community, but Dynamo has embraced us that much that there isn't even words that can explain.
Anthony Smolic there, he was the MC extraordinaire, and I certainly put that word extraordinaire in big letters. We look forward to having your company, and there's more of that coming. But before we do go, just a massive, massive shout out to David Davutovic from Bruce Media and his entire team who put together some of those compilations, as well as our very own Darned Duganjic as well. Some of those graphics, some of those creations are absolutely incredible. And we certainly hope you enjoyed those tonight. And there's a lot more to come on Thursday. Cannot wait for Thursday. Look forward to having your company then. Bye-bye. Good night.